SCP-303, Object Class Euclid. Special Containment Procedures. As SCP-303 has not yet been known to travel beyond the boundaries of Site Redacted, the entire area of Site Redacted is currently considered SCP-303's containment area. All rooms in Site Redacted are to be altered altered where possible so as to have two entrances separated by a distance of 10 meters or line of sight. That was loud. Personnel are to be distributed evenly throughout the facility with available radio or intercom contact so that encounters may be resolved quickly. Personnel who witness 303 are to be submitted for immediate psychiatric evaluation. All SCP objects housed at Site Redacted since before, what is that? June 4th, 2010? Yeah. Are to be transferred to Site Redacted-B one at a time. Each SCP object will be transferred again to Site Redacted-A once it can be verified that SCP-303 has not migrated from Site Redacted. With it, once SCP-303 either migrates to Site Redacted-B or remains present at Site Redacted, once all SCPs in question have been transferred to Site... Okay, that writing confused me. Okay. So all SCPs in question have been transferred to Site Redacted-A. Containment procedures will be updated as appropriate. Description. Witnesses describe SCP-303 as a nude, sexless, emaciated humanoid figure with reddish-brown skin. Instead of normal facial features, its head is dominated by an extremely large mouth, which bears a set of oversized human teeth. It continually vocalizes a wheezing noise, loud enough to be heard from the other side of most solid doors. All individuals who have had encounters with 303 are capable of describing it in full, including individuals who have not physically seen any part of it. 303 will periodically materialize behind any closed door, hatch, or other entry barrier opposite a sentient observer, chosen by unknown means. 303 will then remain behind the door for an indeterminate amount of time. Any individual attempting to open the door or barrier experiences intense paralyzing fear that lasts until 303 dematerializes either on its own or to avoid being directly seen by another observer. The source of this fear is not clear, but appears to be similar in nature to arachnophobia or ophidophobia? What's ophidophobia again? Originating on a pre-conscious genetic level, data expunged. Analysis indicates that 303 is not, in fact, purposefully inducing fear in the affected individuals. 303 does not allow itself to come into direct visual contact with any observer and has never allowed any one individual to view more than 10% of its form. When the door or other entryway barrier is partially visible or causes less of its body visible. Wait, okay, I got lost. Okay, I skipped a line, that's what it is. When the door or other entryway barrier partially or completely transparent, SCP-303 will materialize in an orientation that leaves 10% or less of its body visible. Here's next. Oh, okay. Visible. Or cause effects of fog or frost on the transparent surface to achieve the same effect. If SCP-303 is approached from a direction in which there is not a solid object or door-breaking line of sight, it will dematerialize before direct visual contact is made. Any electronic or complex mechanical devices that SCP-303 encounters are temporarily disabled. 303 has made no recorded attempt to physically or verbally engage an observer. How 303 arrived at Site Redacted is not known at this time. 303's first recorded appearance was on, what's that, March 1st, 2010. It is suspected that SCP-303 was inadvertently transferred along with or manifested by another SCP on site. All SCPs on site redacted are being re-examined accordingly. Incident Log 303-A. Incident 303-1. Agent Redacted was showering in her private quarters bedroom where she became aware of the presence of SCP-303 on the opposite side of the shower curtain. It was wheezing extremely loudly. Startled by the discovery, she accidentally excuse me, struck the shower curtain, causing it to sway outwards. The curtain partially wrapped around SCP-303, revealing that it was less than 0.5 meters from the curtain, standing erect and facing the shower. Agent Redacted reports spending approximately the next 3 hours sobbing in the shower quietly as not to disturb 303. Agent Redacted reported that the wheezing stopped very suddenly, at which point in time she was able to exit the shower. Incident 303-3. Agent Redacted encountered 303 inside the site blank second floor break room. He was attempting to obtain coffee creamer from the counter cabinet, when he heard loud wheezing emanating from the cabinet and was overtaken by overwhelming fear. Agent Redacted later reported that SCP-303 was huddled in the cabinet in the fetal position. Appar- oh. Agent Redacted claimed to be certain of the information despite failing to open the cabinet door. Later, when the cabinet was examined, one container of powdered coffee creamer was missing. Note: this is the first recorded instance of 303 removing an object from a scene. I mean, he just wants some coffee creamer. He's got coffee somewhere. Incident 303-6. Dr. Redacted was discovered dead from dehydration in a second-floor storage room. It is estimated that Dr. Redacted spent up to 5 days in the storage room before being discovered. A small 4-meter by 4-meter decompression chamber separated the storage room from the adjoining hallway. SCP-303 occupied the decompression chamber for the duration of Dr. Blank's isolation in the storage room, disallowing entry from either direction and making it impossible for Dr. Redacted to leave. Test Log 303-A. A team consisting of Dr. Redacted, Researcher Redacted, 4 security personnel, 4 D-class personnel, and 4 D-class personnel were assigned to be dispatched to get any reported any reported incident of SCP-303's materialization in order to immediately perform an on-site testing. These logs take place at the door to room blank from the first floor hallway. SCP-303 was reported to be within room blank. Test 33-1. 1 male D-class personnel, D33-1, was ordered to open the door and threatened that he would be transferred to SCP redacted duty for noncompliance. He refused, citing extreme fear. Test 303-2. 1. Male D-Class personnel, D33-1, was ordered to open the door and threatened that he would be terminated on spot for noncompliance. He refused, claiming that if he were to do so, that SCP-303 would data expunged. He was terminated on the spot. Bro, what? Why? Okay, back up for a second. Like, I get the... Okay. Talk about that later. Talk about that later. Continue. 303-3, 1 female D-Class personnel, D303-2, that had witnessed the termination of D303-1 was ordered to open the door and threatened that she would be terminated on the spot for noncompliance. She refused, claiming that if she opened the door, SCP-303 would data expunged. Researcher redacted was visibly shaken by this claim. D303-2 was not terminated. Test 303-4. 1 female D-Class personnel, D33-2, was ordered to open the door. 1 male D-Class personnel, D33-3, was given 1 combat knife by security personnel and ordered to data expunged until D303-2 opened the door. After 2 hours, 2 hours of data expunged, D303-2 died from blood loss. D303-2 made no attempt to open the door. Bruh. Addendum. What month is that? 5/1. My brain, I'm so bad at remembering which months are which. March, April, May. So that's May. That's May. Okay. Addendum. May 1st, 2010. SCP-303 appears to have climbed the second floor storage room claimed the second floor storage room as its own. It has so far disallowed any personnel entry to the room since April 5th, 2010. It leaves periodically to acquire Foundation property, which is then moved into second floor storage room. To date, the following list describes all non-classified items taken by SCP-303. 1 redacted cryotube. 3 sets of standard Foundation surgical equipment. Redacted. 2 D-class research cadavers. 1 gasoline-powered generator. A variety of chemicals, including large quantities of tryptophan, phenylalanine, redacted, and tyrosine, among others. There's dogs barking through your mic, Chewy.
Sorry.
No worries. 1 container of powdered coffee cream. Why is the powdered coffee creamer the most normal thing for it to have swiped? In addition to this, a number of classified materials have been obtained by 303. Staff are still attempting to determine what specific purposes 303 may have for these materials. Okay.
So that's the doorman. Everyone ready to see the thumbnail, though?
Why, like, this is one of those cases where it's like, I feel like the SCP Foundation is the actual monster.
You say
What?
that, but you saw the things it stole, right?
I mean, yeah, it stole some dangerous stuff, but it hasn't actually from what we can tell, purposefully hurt anyone. Meanwhile, the researchers decided to have D-class terminated and mutilated
I'm going to
to try to
comment
test it.
that most D class are prisoners.
Yeah.
Yeah, and prisoners still have human rights and are still
Well,
people.
yeah, but the ones they take are the ones that don't get let out ever because they did the really bad things.
Yeah, okay. How, like, what does it matter? Like, they're still human beings.
Our nation don't care.
Yeah, fair enough.
Mm.
Yeah.
Also, that is not how it looks. I mean,
Okay, yeah, let's
I
open.
I guess close enough, kind of. I
Wait,
would say
where's
it
the
was
picture?
close enough if it
It's in
wasn't
the
for the
VC.
Yeah.
I said close enough, but looking on it, they're trying to purposely make it look like flesh and like it has no skin at all, isn't it?
Yeah.
Also, they're
Yeah.
trying to make it purposely look like a creeper when it's not a creeper. It is not a creeper! I was just insulting it, but that doesn't mean I'm gonna agree with it being a creeper because it's not.
Look, at least they got it right in the sense that it's red. They forgot to add brown into the reddish brown skin, but they made it red.
Reddish brown is still a brown. It's technically a skin tone.
Well, yeah.
So if it
Tryptophobia?
wasn't for the fact that it has no sexual organs whatsoever, and if it had an actual face, it would look human.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ah,
So
Tryptophobia, yeah.
it
Right, that's
should
the
look a lot closer to a normal human that's naked, which
yeah.
would look a lot more creepy, even without being in a creepy pose. I'll be honest. If he was just standing there normally watching, that would be way more creepy and accurate. I have to say this is a 4. They could have made it
Yeah.
accurate and creepy. They could have.
now, who's the more scary stalker? 303 or the startling mannequin? Just the mannequin that teleports around and does a scary pose behind people.
I think that depends on the
Uh
person.
yeah, but honestly, probably the scary mannequin cuz it's just like it's basically just a troll as compared to
Yeah.
uh inciting primal fear into people just by existing.
I
Yeah.
don't think 303 would get me to fear spiders or snakes, but
Well,
Just make you
well,
fear
it's not
yourself.
well, it's not saying that it causes you to have those phobias. It's saying that like
it's saying
the
that existing near it will have the fears incited. I'm just saying it will not incite the fear.
yeah.
So to me, it would seem pointless to choose between either because unless the Rio 3 is snatching my coffee, I don't really care.
Also, as a side note, I love this fucking recording live streams VC chat because like if we just scroll a tiny bit up, we've got Garfield taking boobs meme, trans meme, a picture of a salmon, and then this.
Yeah.
You must all adore the Chinook salmon.
So, yeah, and plus they also gonna have boobs in thumbnail. Obviously.
Well, you can't see the boobs. It's behind hair.
I'm pretty sure they showed the boobs. The video will be taken down.
That's true. Thus hair. Also,
So,
I'd
huh?
also like as another bit of inaccuracy in this thumbnail,
Mm-hmm.
um, you would be thinking that the girl would actually be in distress of some kind.
Oh yeah.
But nah, she's just chilling. Maybe she's got a 303 kink or something. I don't know.
So what are we rating it? 1 to
I
4.
think
Mhm.
I think Jerry said 4, and I'm not gonna argue on that point.
I just said 4 because simply the inaccuracies they placed, while not very much, was specifically put so they could make it look creepy and clickbaity. But the issue is, it could be even more creepy if they made it accurate. It could
Wait,
be more creepy.
wait, they said
Yeah.
2010, right?
Yes.
Yeah, I
Look
was
at
about
But
to
here.
it
say.
also, but 2010 was around the end, not the beginning. But they're
Oh no,
probably going to
like
have everything happen in 2000.
oh no, like the like it first showed up in
Huh.
let's see where was it? It first showed up in 2010.
Yeah.
It did.
Uh
I thought the last thing was in 2010.
First recorded appearance was on March 1st,
yeah.
2010.
Yeah, like
Okay.
the SCP Foundation worked quickly to uh rework the site around this thing being there.
I just kind of didn't assume that it was saw in 2010 at first because the only time I saw a year was the last addendum.
Ah, fair enough.
Oh
I
yeah, yeah, I see the first date now.
Yeah.
I also forgot something important.
Yeah.
Okay.
I forgot to get the bingo board.
Right.
Loser. Cringe fail streamer. But
Also,
yeah.
I found fan art that is more accurate and more hilarious. It is apparently a GIF, and I tried to link it as a GIF, but apparently it did not link as a GIF.
That's the doorman after his 9 to 5. He's his 9 to 5 of
Let me try
uh
one more time. There we
there we
go.
are. Yeah,
There.
that's 303 after his 9 to 5 of standing around outside of doors.
I mean, that is obviously like a chibi style. Oh my gosh. I just accidentally stumbled on this fan art and I will share it because I find it hilarious.
What? Oh my god. No. No.
And the skin tone is more accurate.
I know
It's
where
not
the
a
I know where the first fan art is supposed to go to.
where.
Friday Night Funkin'. There's a mod of him.
Oh, oh.
Yeah.
But also like uh just again, one of those SCPs where it feels like the actual monster is the Foundation.
Well, the second fan art definitely makes use of that. Just having him just sipping
Yeah.
coffee, like watching them kill someone for literally no reason.
Yeah, like, oh, you're experiencing an irrational fear that is compared to a phobia, but you can't overcome it due to this anomalous thing. Well, here's a bullet.
Alright, ready to hear the description of the video?
Sure.
Can you feel this uncontrollable primal fear? The fear that makes you freeze and gasp for breath. This means 303, aka the doorman, is lurking somewhere. No one has ever seen him fully, but anyone who met him will easily describe what he looks like. A sexless humanoid with red skin and a terrible mouth stretching all over his face.
They cut the brown part altogether. Can we
Foundation.
just mark that as racist? The video hasn't started yet, but it already sounds racist.
Okay.
How did they
Maybe.
even pull that off?
Anyways,
Please don't tell me this is a sign of things to come.
Probably.
Well, of course it is.
Yeah. The Foundation has yet to find out where it came from, but the most important question is how to get rid of it. That's
Also,
Oh my
no.
gosh,
that's
that is not the
that's
most
not
important question.
that's not the question they're asking. Also, I need to mention that Bright, I know that you didn't missay it this way, but I misheard what you said, and instead of sexless, I thought you said sexist. Looks
I
like a
also
sexist humanoid.
I also heard it wrong, but I also knew you meant sexless.
Yeah.
This is a sexist humanoid, SCP. It hangs out on 4chan and calls women femoids.
If it was sexist, I would want to know sexist against which gender? It doesn't have a gender.
Listen. It's sexist broadly. I don't know.
Are we ready to start now?
Yeah.
Sure.
All right. Let me see. Make sure the volume is good. Okay, it's good. Philadelphia, year 2000.
I
Three.
love Philadelphia.
Well,
I've
why
been
did they
once.
pick 10 years before it actually popped up?
Don't worry about it. Anyways, starting in.
It's
Huh?
the content farm wants to just shoehorn in an origin story for the coffee creamer bandit.
Okay.
Yeah. Enter in 3, 2, 1.
That's getting turned down.
Is it too loud?
Oh, I mean, I'm just turning down the volume in Discord. It's
Gotcha.
pretty fucking loud.
No, we weren't.
Hey, where are you taking me? What's going on here?
What do we got?
Sergeant Barney Hook. He's claiming it's 1943.
What do you mean? What year is it?
Take him to the infirmary. Let Miller handle it.
Yes, ma'am. I'll call for him. Well, make yourself at home, bud. There's a bed and a bathtub here.
What? What? Where the fuck did like time travel and or like guy with faulty memories come from?
Also, why does his uniform look like a mixture of a Japanese girl uniform and some men clothes? I can see like
It's got the sailor uniform collar.
Maybe they don't know how men actually dressed back then if they were in the army or navy. Maybe they
Yeah.
just didn't know.
Mm-hmm.
They're like, how did they dress Japanese schoolgirls if they were guys?
Oh,
Give them a beard.
Keelan, the things on the thumb that been already clicked off for the bingo board is no license given. They didn't give a license. They copyrighted the video, obviously, and click big thumbnail with the thumbnail. That's what it is. That's usually already automatic given with this content farm. Are we ready to continue? Because I swear, if they make the doorman a time traveling entity.
Don't worry, they will.
Yeah, you're right, but they do it.
Yeah, that would be the conundrum.
Wet your gills.
What? No! No! Oh God, no!
What the hell?
No! Shit! I can't! No!
Well, they added
No!
violence.
God, no!
Yeah, already.
No!
Nothing about
Something's
making
wrong.
a brown man incredibly violent for no reason when he never was.
Wait,
Totally not racist.
Yeah. Wait, does the doorman have to be close to the door to make someone not go in, or can they be anywhere in the room?
They have to be at the
I
door.
think it's close to the door. Also,
Right.
Okay, so okay.
I'm just saying they have to be at the door since they can't be just near the door. The woman was in a shower and they didn't touch her the entire time.
Yeah.
Yeah. So this guy's so we've got the SCP just spontaneously deciding that it is going to attack this possible time traveler. It affected cameras, which that was never described at all. And now it's stopping a guy from entering by pushing a button.
Mm-hmm.
And you see, here's the thing. I was gonna make the joke that, oh, we're a minute in and we haven't seen racism yet. But yeah, that undertone is kind of sketchy. So what are we doing? Let's see if things escalate. Let's see if those undertones escalate.
Oh, no. Oh, Keelan. The no license given is the Creative Commons license you have to put on every form of SCP content you make.
Yeah.
It's like, it's usually at the bottom. Hold on, I can show you an example. Right here at the bottom of every article. Well, almost. Some don't.
Yep, it's something that's really easy to grab and just put at the bottom of a description.
Yep.
That takes effort. We don't
There's
want
content
effort.
form that regularly uses AI for both voice actors and art and their thumbnails.
We don't want to do effort. I just want to make story about big mouth man killing time travelers.
Yeah.
Totally not racist. Because we removed the brown out of the brown man. Doesn't count anymore.
That exactly. Yeah, like on the SCP sites, they will literally state, like, under where you can click links, license, and citation, it'll state whether or not something in the article is copyrighted. Like with SCP-3199, the image is copyrighted and it does have a link. You can message the creator. I'm sorry.
Okay.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Let's continue.
I can't. Jerry, what's happening? Open the door! There's someone in there! Jerry, what's wrong with you?
What the fuck?
Jerry! Jerry! Step out of it!
He just killed 2 people.
The guy walks in the room and he had a very very large zenith of experience in his pants. So much that he fell over. That's my conclusion.
Are you saying
Why-
he's come to death?
Yes.
We all know it's the more cringy answer, and sadly, come to death is not the cringy answer.
Yeah, I love how this entire
no.
time Apollo is just muted, not saying a word about this.
That's
That's
probably,
okay. If you're
that's
internally
probably a
screaming
safe
Apollo,
idea.
that's okay. We're all internally screaming.
Are we internally screaming or externally screaming?
Both.
Yes.
Yes. The answer is yes. Both is good.
Anyways.
Code 49! Left wing! Infirmary! What the hell happened here?
Why did that voice sound a mixture of Goofy and a man?
So, Mickey, why did you die? I forget how to do a goofy voice. It's been so long.
Yeah.
Well,
I'd
you
be
did it
better at
well enough
Squidward,
that
though.
it reminded me of the short thing of videos involving a goofy, like, puppet, like, basically fucking with a guy because the guy owes him money.
I forgot about that.
That's my best thing.
Or
I
the,
can do Squidward.
or the court case where Goofy apparently killed a bunch of children.
What?
SpongeBob, I've come for your pickle.
Anyway.
Yeah, anyways. Hey, it must have the logo.
What a lovely logo it is.
Sheesh. What's with the weather today? The radio said it's supposed to be the storm of the century. Apparently, the last recorded thunderstorm this strong was on October 28,
My God, the goddamn
1943. Today of all days. I just wanted to
It
spend
got
the
the
rest of my day in
lanyard
a
as
nice
he
warm
goes
bath.
down shitty CG lane. My favorite lane in this nondescript shitty CG movie.
You know
City.
what? You know what? At least so far, most things are mostly accurate as long as you don't look at little details. Like, technically, the light they put is not where it should be. Because technically, those lights are put on places like sidewalks. Just as technically, there's a train stop right there, but no train tracks. The stop after it is connected to that. So those should technically look like they're near each other.
Yeah.
It should be
Wait,
instead they look like
I
they're on totally different parts of the road.
well, actually, come to think of it, like the
Just
traffic,
don't look at
like
it too hard.
the traffic stopper things I have seen outside of train tracks, like
Yeah.
Well,
especially
I'm
in
saying
parking lots. and stuff.
it's that stopper thing is specifically the way it's so close to the train thing. It should be next to it. It's probably in response to the train thing. It should be at least semi near it. But because there's no train track, everything looks wrong. Because there's supposed to be a train, some train thing somewhere, but there's not.
Yeah, we're only 2 minutes in.
Also, those lights, when they are not connected to train tracks, they're typically on sidewalk, which there's no sidewalk anywhere.
Yeah.
Hmm.
So it's nowhere that it's supposed to be in any way. I'm not going to point out the other inaccuracies because we'd be here all day.
Yeah.
Let's just say it always looks janky in Janky City.
Anyways.
Too much to ask for, I guess.
Oh, so bad.
Why is his feet up like that?
Maybe they aren't attracted to feet enough. If they had a foot fetish, maybe they'd be into showing them accurately.
What the what?
Wait,
Oh yes, my favorite activity as a mortician is slightly elevating one knee of cadaver.
Wait, also, here's the thing. She looks like she just got caught looking down and he's disgusted seeing it. It's like,
Oh.
Like, God damn it, Rebecca, stop looking at the corpse's crotches.
yeah.
Rebecca,
Well, I have to look everywhere.
Rebecca, how many times have you been brought up on this? They're gonna cut your salary.
Yeah.
Not enough
And-
for me to stop looking.
And the bad part is I've heard at the very least a handful of stories about something like that actually happening. So it's not entirely divorced from reality.
We were joking around, but the jokes were more real than fucking content.
Yeah,
Yay,
I
necrophilia.
remember. Yeah, I remember a story about how someone went to get a DNA test to find out who their father was because their mom said that their father died like shortly after they met and she was impregnated, and she like never expounded upon like who her father was. And so the daughter goes out, gets a DNA test, and finds out, oh, her father died before her conception.
Oh
Oh.
my
And her
god.
and her mother worked at the morgue where his body was at the time.
Oh.
Wait. So that means
He got pregnant on the corpse.
sperm can actually live with the host still being dead?
For a time. And I love how you just
Let's not talk about the life expectancy of sperm, but I will say, as long as it's kept cold and refrigerated, like you keep bodies, it will stay for a while.
alongside that, I love the fact that you said host as if sperm is a parasite.
I don't mean that. I'm just saying it's not
Oh,
the
no,
person. It's part of the person.
Oh no, I mean like Bright was Bright
Oh.
Bright said the sperm is in the host.
Yeah, well,
Right?
it's a parasite that pregnant
Anyway.
women. Anyways.
No,
No, it's not.
sperm is not that.
You know
You
what?
could like
Let's watch the video. Let's skip on Bright failing biology.
like
Anyways.
you could argue that the fetus once it's growing acts similarly, big emphasis on similarly to parasites, but they're still not parasites.
For now. Anyways.
Dr. Johnson?
Technically, there are
evening,
multiple
Agent
times
Miller.
where
Come
the
on in.
body accidentally mistakes the baby for a parasite.
Oh yeah.
Oh, god damn it. I can't see my mouse for some reason. I'm having that weird glitch where I can't see my mouse.
Wait, what? How are they? What is up with the position of the corpse? So first it looked like it was on its back, but now it's on its side.
The corpse is posing for the camera.
Why can't I see my mouse? I can't see my mouse.
Oh,
I
that's
don't
it.
know. Get good?
Hatchet, I don't think that's gonna help her.
Get good. You found your mouse, Bright?
No, hold on.
Oh, well, shite.
No, I can't
like-
get my mouse. I don't know what's going on.
Well, with all of
Oh,
that...
there it goes. I can see my mouse again. God damn it. I had to delete the bingo board.
Okay, so... Unfortunately, with all that said, I need to go for about a half hour or so. So I will be back when that time is up. Have fun. Hope I don't judging by how slow things tend to go, I might come back at the end and get a clip notes version of what happened.
Let's find out about the time traveling murdering doorman. That totally
yeah.
isn't racist because they removed the brown out of the brown man.
Yeah, Bright. You might as well just tick off racism on the bingo. But
I
yeah,
was hoping she already did it.
but yeah, I shall return like in 30 minutes or so.
Gotcha.
Have fun suffering.
I don't know why my fucking mouse disappeared.
I don't know why either, but Bright, you don't have racism clicked yet?
I have it clicked now. Oh god, why are you guys so huge?
I don't know.
Okay, now I have you covering my tits. Let's continue.
I don't want to be on your tits.
Anyways.
Jerry called and said this guy was still alive.
We couldn't predict this.
Cause of death?
Fear. The poor guy was scared to death, literally. But that's not what's bothering me. Take a look.
Active duty United States Navy. Enlisted in... Is this a joke?
That's right, 1942. Up to you to find out where he actually came from now.
Where'd you find him?
The police detained him on the coast. He was running around like a madman and harassing passersby.
The man was wearing a military uniform, but that particular set had been out of commission for decades. Even the manner in which he died was...
Let me pause it. Let me look it up to see if that was actually military at any point.
Ah, okay. Wait, now that I think about it, is Apollo actually here, or are they just muted?
I have no idea.
Apollo, if you're not here, say nothing, and I can use chainsaws. Yay! I can use chainsaws.
No, Bright. Also, I was right to call bullshit.
Oh, really?
Yes.
That's good.
Let me just show you this very quick. And I'm sure you'll notice a very large difference between that and what is shown there.
Oh, yeah, that is different.
Yeah, for one, it has blue. It's blue. It's not gray. 2, it has gold on it. 3, well, at least they remembered the eagle, but they killed the ball.
Yeah, and they also don't have a Japanese uniform on the inside.
No, they don't.
Japanese school.
But I will say, some do have there is a version of the uniform with it, but it doesn't have the stripes. See? That version does not have the stripes.
Oh, yeah.
And so yeah, that one is slightly different.
Mm-hmm. Alright, ready to continue?
Yes.
Strange.
So,
I still
once
had a
again,
lot of questions,
it's
so
totally
I started
inaccurate.
with the surveillance
Yeah.
cameras. What could have disabled the camera? The camera came back online a minute later, but Barney Hook was already dead. What's this? I need to talk to that guard. I don't know what it was, Agent Miller. It's just, I couldn't open the infirmary
Why
door.
is he in a
I
bathtub?
somehow felt that someone was behind
I don't know.
Not that lone...
I don't know why they decided to start him in a bathtub.
I can't... Is this gonna be the healing bathtub thing? With SCP?
sailor we picked up. Someone
Maybe
else.
it'll be
I
the
was
weird
scared.
thing where you're
I've never been
wondering
more afraid
if
in my
it's
life.
their kink.
Hmm.
After all, they had the corpse weird posing for a bit.
Yeah.
Now they're having
I
this
didn't
guy
see-
in a bathtub.
I don't want it to be full screen.
Him, but somehow I knew what he looked like. Jerry Reeves was hardened, served in combat zones, saw a lot of terrible shit, but now he was trembling with fear like a child. Can you describe the man you felt you
Or
saw
maybe
behind
he's
the door?
just taking a fucking bath.
Emaciated.
Yeah.
His skin was red. He didn't have eyes, and oh God, his entire face was a gaping mouth.
Calm yourself, Jerry.
Oh, sorry. Oh, God, please, give me an amnestic. I just want to forget this whole thing. Do you remember passing out in the infirmary? I don't remember. I don't know.
Apart from extreme fear, he displays no other symptoms. I'll give him some amnestic injection.
Keep me posted.
Did she just say amnestic?
Yes,
Early
she
the next
did.
morning, I took Barney Hook's documents to the experts at the
Okay.
military museum. Ah, yes, I remember these service cards. They were issued until 1973. But to answer your question, this is without a doubt authentic. Are you positive, Mr. Grape? Absolutely, young man. Though I have to say, these documents look strange. They're as good as new. Although, judging by the date, they're already, Almost 60 years old.
So far, my only explanation was Barney Hook had traveled through time somehow, from 1943 to the year 2000. Thank you for your time, sir.
There are so many other different ways that could have happened.
Yeah. There's multiple time traveling SCPs. Anything could have happened.
Well, besides SCPs in real life, that could have happened many other ways. Like someone's grandkid could have taken their grandparents' really well kept ID and like made their own copy of it that looks super authentic and went around impersonating their grandpa because they look just like their fucking grandpa.
Keelan, bad history. Why is this show bringing my brain? Bad history is basically for historical inaccuracies.
Yeah, the uniform they're showing in this is basically a Sailor Moon version of the actual uniform.
Oh yeah, then I could probably just click that, because it's for that.
You didn't click it yet?
No! I didn't think about it!
I'm like historical inaccuracy. No, it's like historically inaccurate. I literally said historically inaccurate, and you're like, not even thinking about it or considering it.
Mm-hmm. Anyways.
Captain Orwell, this is Agent Vincent Miller. Gather your team and sweep the coast, focusing on where we found Barney Hook.
What exactly are we looking for, sir?
An abnormality, something resembling a time portal. What a crazy day. I could really use some rest.
Does the time portal have a
Don't worry,
specific
Jerry.
look?
Soon you'll forget
Guess
all
so.
of this ever happened.
Oh, thank you, Miss Johnson.
That's it, Mr. Reeves.
Well, they're dead.
Shit!
Excuse me, the fuck?
What?
You didn't see that?
What?
Hold on, I'll go back. Watch the guy carefully.
That's it, Mr. Reeves.
Watch him very carefully.
Shit!
What?
SCP-303 came out of the guy. Hold on, is there a way to slow it down? Yeah, hold on. I want to go super slow so you can see it.
That really is a blink it and you'll miss it
That's
moment.
Mr.
Yeah, hold on. It's gonna sound bad. But anyways,
That's fine.
hold on, we're just waiting. Wait for it. See? There he is.
Wait. Let's look at that drawing. They drew him as a cyclops instead of having a mouth for a head.
Yeah.
That makes no sense. Why did they draw him as a cyclops?
Now
I
can
think
go
you
back
need
and-
to click wrong SCP design.
Oh yeah, I was gonna do that.
Well, I know they already had the wrong design, but now they literally we have a literal clip of him right here where he's basically a cyclops. I'm just taking a clip of this so we can see
gotcha.
the moment where they cyclops.
Yeah. But why is it coming out of the man?
Because they need the black man to come out of the white man. I'm sorry, I can't not see them as racist.
That's not why I'm laughing. It sounds so, it's very sexual what you just said.
Well, if you look at it from a lens from, is this racist? The more you think about it and the more you word it, the worse it gets.
Yeah.
I think we're going to have to click the super racist card on this when we rate it.
It's fair. Anyways, ready to continue now? I'm surprised I was the one who caught that immediately.
Well, remember, I have photophobia, and my brain moves slower. Do you think I'm gonna catch that?
Nah. Anyways. So 303 is now a body snatcher?
Yeah.
Shit!
Dr. Johnson, what's the matter?
Holy shit, 303's transgender.
303 is not trans. They don't have a gender at all. They don't have a sex or a gender. Unless 303 starts saying I have a gender, they trans.
Anyways.
My head's spinning. I'm tired. I probably just need a bath. Sorry about that, Jerry. You can go now.
303 can be a weird, dysphoric, non-sex,
What's wrong with you?
creature.
Yeah.
Wait, what? What? Why is that guy just... Okay.
William, call someone about the hallway lights. The objects in the cells are freaking out.
Yes, ma'am.
What's going on? Who's there? Oh God, no! 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 It hurts! Can't get out! There!
What?
Nothing weird about making the brown man
hell?
look like a creepy
Dr.
predator
Johnson,
that
are you all
has
right?
to hold down the
I'm
white
coming in.
woman.
Yeah.
As you
Noobian.
can tell, my sarcasm is at 100.
Yeah.
I can't. The man behind the door. So who
Can't
are
save
you, buddy?
Woman!
I pulled up the
Why
data on
is he
Sergeant.
scary?
Okay, let's see. Name, Barney Hook. Nickname, Sad Barney. Born Mart 13, 1921. Muskegon, Michigan, U.S. Died unredacted. Buried Arlington National Cemetery. Service Branch, United States Marine Corps. Years of service, 1942-1951. Frank Staff Sergeant. Battle/Wars, World War II. Awards, Purple Heart, World War II Victory Medal. French Cox de Guerre, Medal for the Liberation of Warsaw. Wait, when did Warsaw happen? Because I thought it was later in 1951.
Let's not look at it. Let's not. It's probably. Do you want to look up how historically inaccurate that is?
No.
When they don't even have the right month?
Nope.
We
They
could.
have marked.
I know I know you're into history like I'm into history. We could look up Warsaw.
No, we'll have chat do it. Sorry.
No. We're gonna do it.
But yeah, I can't get over it. Born Mart.
Now, don't press play yet. I need to look up the liberation of Warsaw.
Oh my god. So yeah, Keelan, Anubian, you now understand why these content farms are so bad.
That happened in January 1945.
Okay, so it would be physically possible.
Okay.
See
And they
streams
still
before.
have him in the Sailor Moon version of a military uniform.
Yeah.
Barney Hook from the archive. This person had really existed. He served in the U.S. Marine Corps in the 40s, but the details on what happened to him for some reason were classified. No way.
You're a Foundation agent. You should be able to access that.
I know it's hard to believe, but the Navy used to wear navy blue uniforms. I know. Very shocking.
I don't know why they added random violence in Opium. They just did.
Well,
Turns out Barney
the
Hook
same
is
reason why they took the brown out of the SCP.
Yeah.
alive. He's about 80 and living in a nursing home. And who was that in the Foundation's morgue?
Huh?
Agent Vincent Miller. Sir, this is William Fry. We've got an emergency.
What happened?
Dr. Johnson. She was burned by boiling water while taking a bath. I couldn't help, sir. I was frozen in fear.
What frightened you,
Were you
William?
watching her take a bath?
They were outside the door.
Oh.
Yeah, but here we go. Apparently there's a big hole in her forehead. How is
So they
water
made
that
him a
hot?
Cyclops. They made him a Cyclops.
Yeah. Also, I don't think a shower can be hot enough to burn your skin.
It actually can be,
Oh,
but people generally don't do it.
right.
Also, if you do it by accident, you won't fall down and start screaming. You'll probably get out of the bathtub or turn it off.
Huh. It's kind
Also, if you fall in the water immediately after turning the shower on, the water you're in would not immediately go to the death point.
Oh yeah, it
It would
wouldn't be
still
like
be the previous temperature.
yeah, it would be at the previous temperature. It would take a bit of time before it's like hot. It's fucking cold.
The man behind the door. I couldn't see
It's the
him,
man behind the
but I
slaughter.
just knew what he looked like. It was like he instilled fear in me. I don't know what would have happened if the other employees hadn't arrived in time. Shit. Sailor Hook
He's
clearly
not
brought
dead?
some kind of
Okay.
abnormal creature
Yeah.
into the Foundation. It seemed to have psychic abilities feeding on fears and could switch between hosts.
What?
What?
It's a guy and just like standing in front of doors to scare people.
Also, I want to point out, how many times has this video shown people in a barely dressed or non-dressed state?
Oh yeah, my asshole's added sexual content.
What? Why did they even? Just why?
Keeping on fears, host. The chat is even freaking out.
Well, can you blame them? They heard the article getting read by Hatchet. They know he is not psychic. I mean, not he. They. 303. They are not psychic. They are not feeding off people. They cannot go inside people unless maybe if he got a certain toy and got consent. But I don't think they're interested in that.
Yeah, here's the thing. We can get a bingo if we get transphobia.
You know what? Yeah, we could click transphobia. They have no gender. They have no sex. They keep having the non-gendered, non-sex character go into people of all sorts of genders and sexes that are not their own, that they've never shown interest in being. He's only shown interest in coffee
I'm
and
not gonna.
stealing supplies from the Foundation.
I'm not gonna click it just yet.
William,
Anyways.
listen to me. You need to isolate yourself in the infirmary with Dr. Johnson and avoid contact with other Foundation employees. Do you understand
Let's
me?
see.
Yes,
Pronoun.
sir.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Things are getting out of hand here. There are power outages, and electronic devices keep shutting down.
He doesn't have the power to do that.
He does now. He's a scary black man. Okay.
I just spat on
I'll
my
stop saying
monitor.
things like that if you prove it's not being racist.
I just spat on my monitor.
If you prove they're not being racist, then I will stop saying it, but they literally removed the brown out of him. And then they keep doing things that would be totally racist against him if he had his brown skin.
Kenobi is screaming in rage.
They're
Fine,
just
I'm on my
weirdly
way.
racist against 303. Is it because he's a brown SCP?
Yes.
I mean,
Anyways.
yes,
Know
a
what I was
reddish
gonna do?
brown, but technically it's a real skin tone. A real brown.
Yeah. Anyways.
Do when I got to the Foundation. How do you stop an abnormal object that instills dreadful fear in you? But it didn't look like I'd be getting into the Foundation today anyway. What the hell?
You know what? Treat him like you treat
Agent
every
Vincent
other
Miller,
black
what's
man.
going on here?
Yeah.
Central office has got a distress signal from this area. Containment breach.
Shit! Let me in!
This is a quarantine zone, sir. No one goes in or out until
Don't worry
further
about
notice.
it, Nubian.
William! What the hell is going on in there? This thing is roaming around the zone. Many have already died, killing them all with fear.
But what about
What?
the power?
The man behind the door. The lights and electronic devices
I
go
think we
haywire
should
when he's
add the
around.
added violence to 4, but I'm not sure how I feel about that. Oh no!
Dude,
The black man has become all-powerful, and he's angry that we're not treating him like a person.
So many clips can be made from the stream right now. So many clips.
I'm sorry, that's what I get when they show clips like that. That's what's running through my head, that he's actually scared. A brown man is angry.
Yeah.
But this SCP has never shown any sign of getting angry at any point anyway.
Anyways.
Half the containment cells are open. Objects are roaming free. I don't know how much longer we can hold out. Hang on. Don't go near the door. I'll find a way to help you. Barney Hook. It all started with him. Hopefully he can shed some light on this mess.
What?
I drove to the nursing home.
What?
Either one of these two Barney Hooks was an imposter or I didn't have a clue what was going on.
Mr. Hook, you have a visitor.
Good afternoon. My
Why?
name is Vincent Miller.
Do they have an old man?
You know what? Some people have a fetish for older men and older women.
So are foxes.
So this is, I guess, an area for them. They've been doing a lot of show the nude people, so they're going for the old man now.
Don't go near the door. He's gonna go near the door.
I'm an employee at the Department of Defense. What does the department need from an old man like me? You see, we're running an investigation and would like to see if you could recall strange events that happened to you in 1943. I understand it was a long time ago and you may not remember. October 28, 1943. I remember like it was yesterday. Kept silent about it for a long time, afraid of the consequences. But at this point, and at my age, what's there to lose? I had just been transferred to the USS Eldridge. The war was raging, but our destroyer anchored near Norfolk. We were examined by doctors. Scientists were setting up some equipment on board, but never told us why. They were running secret experiments? Those were the rumors. Something about teleportation. No idea.
What?
I will say one thing. The compass of the ship would go crazy.
Why is he moving forward?
Well, for the old man to be sexy bathing, he needs to move, I guess.
And the electronic device is haywire. That's when the eggheads tried to activate some kind of portal on the ship. A portal? What kind of portal? Where did it lead? No idea. The day before those events, I fell into the hole and broke my leg. I was decommissioned and ended up on shore duty. On the 28th of October, a thunderstorm was raging across the bay. It was strong, the strongest I'd ever seen. Then something happened on the Eldridge.
They must have activated the portal after all.
Why do you think that?
Just rumors, really. Told by those who had survived that hell. They say they saw some creatures with red skin inside the portal and was struck with terrible fear. So
Oh my
terrible that
God.
half of the crew returned
So
to
now
shore in
there's
body
more than
bags.
one brown man. Now there's a world of brown men, and we must fear them. Yeah, you know that this is me holding on to them being super racist.
Oh my god. And creatures? This is-
Please, just correct me when I say it doesn't sound racist when you put context that he's supposed to be brownish red. I mean, reddish brown. I'm sorry, but there's no way around it, right?
Multiple. Breaks a window.
They also claimed that one of their own had been dragged
Exactly.
into the portal.
Who? Do you remember his name?
Not anymore. Some poor fella. After that, the experiment was classified and the USS Eldridge was scrapped. I kept thinking, though, what would have happened to me if I hadn't have broken my leg back then?
But what were those creatures?
No idea. I'm tired, young man. Too much air is bad for me.
Yeah, of course. I'm
What?
sorry. Thank you,
What?
Mr. Hook. I was
What
clueless.
does that mean?
If in
Too much
19...
air is bad for him?
Asthma, maybe?
No, that's not how scars work. Scars don't randomly hurt if you give them air.
I don't
that
know.
makes no sense.
You're supposed to get for sure. USS Eldridge. Oh yeah, that was the name of the ship.
43, Barney Hook wasn't on the ship, and he never got into the portal. Then where did young Barney Hook come from now? Unless the portal on the ship not only led to a different time, but also to a different world? And then I remembered yesterday's thunderstorm. A storm this strong was last recorded on October 28, 1943. It must have activated the portal in our time. That's how Barney Hook, from a parallel reality where he never broke his leg, ended up here. He must have
What?
brought along a parasitic creature that lives between
He-
worlds
he-
with him.
there-
The man
Did they
behind the...
totally ignore the part of the story where he said, yeah, they did a bunch of tests for teleporting and copying people?
Mm-hmm.
Like, it sounds like they literally could have just put a copy of the man into a portal.
Yeah.
I have the
is
Cyclops
this
thing again.
story?
Okay.
Don't worry. No, don't worry, Keelan. I don't know either.
doors of all worlds. We need to get him back to where he came from. Shit, that portal could be anywhere in the bay. Miller,
This is Captain Orwell. Sir, we've swept the entire coast. Our guys even searched the sea floor. There's nothing here that resembles a portal, but there is a sunken warship further on.
it's there. It should be the USS Eldridge. The portal would be...
That's how they spell Eldridge.
Let's just. That's not how you. You know what? Let's just keep going.
in the same place as it was in 1943.
I
Roger
took a
that. On it.
screenshot to her hatchet
Well,
later.
now
but-
all I have to do is lure
Yeah.
you out,
Right,
man
so-
behind the door. On my way to the Foundation, I explained the situation to the Central Office and got permission to finish this case. Agent Vincent Miller,
Yes, sir. We were briefed about the situation. Ready to follow your orders.
it wouldn't be easy. We had no other choice.
Sir, we found the ship. It's in bad shape, but there's something here. You were right. Looks like some sort of portal.
Good work, Orwell. Stay close. We'll be there soon.
Hurry up,
Orwell,
sir. Looks like the
Yeah.
portal is collapsing.
No time to waste then. Do we have the image?
Yes, sir. Great. Let her in.
I'm scared. Please don't.
I don't enjoy the idea of using young girls as bait, but there were no other Class D employees at hand, and we were running out of time. In the short time I had, I devised a plan and put it into action. We'd lead the
I
Class
don't think
D
you
into the
need
base
to
so
know
that...
I don't think you need to be told how this is racist.
the object would catch hold of her. Then, we would reel in the man behind the door without losing any more key employees. Come on. Where is that bastard? D-12303. Do you see that door ahead? Open it.
I don't want to do this.
Let's not forget about the shock collar on your neck.
Fine. I hate all of you motherfuckers. Oh my god, I feel him. Red. Horrific. I'm scared.
The camera's offline. Got you now. Pull her out and prepare the vacuum-sealed mobile containment cell. Now all we have to do is get the cell holding the class...
They put her in a box.
Yes, she's in a box. There's nothing less terrifying than being in a small, confined space. There's not literally a phobia for that.
Class D into the portal.
That portal looks like a fiery anus.
Here's the thing they said earlier. We swept the entire sea floor. We swept the entire land area. We didn't see anything. How the fuck you not see this above the water?
They even have the two separate rings for the muscles. The inner ring and the outer ring.
I'm afraid there's a problem, sir. The portal's shrunk too far and the containment cell won't fit through it.
Ah, shit. Fine. Open the cell. We'll try and force the girl into the portal.
Sounds risky, sir.
We don't have time for another plan. Orwell, as soon as the cell is fully open, activate the taser on the collar and get her into the portal.
Roger that, sir.
Come on. Hurry up.
I'm trying. It's not working.
Shit. Something's wrong. Damn it! Now I see why the girl didn't react. She'd already died of fear and... Shit! Jesus! No!
Agent Miller, sir! Are you all right?
Don't get near me! The monster had gotten into my head. I could feel it rummaging through my
Why
thoughts.
do they just have a random
He fed on my
hole in their
fears
head?
and...
Now that it's not transparent in any way, we can see it's not an eye or anything. It's literally just a hole.
Yeah, and plus you can only see 10% of its body at a given time. You can't see its full body. We don't even know what its full body looks like.
Was draining my life. Come on, Vincent. You know what you have to do to finish this.
To a brown person.
Yeah.
Miller, he sacrificed himself.
Orders, sir?
Rendezvous back
When
at
you get
base.
train
We're gonna
line,
need
I
to
don't
clean
know.
up the mess that thing
It
made
doesn't.
there.
Philadelphia 2022.
You already know my feelings on all of this.
Yes. Oh my god. He got sent to a different
Yeah, Barry,
SCP
the
world.
thunderstorm riled us all up here too. Yeah, I heard last time a storm this strong came through was October 28, 2000. Could you imagine? I'll call you back. Good morning, Mr. Miller.
Where am I? How do you know my name? Wait, am I in the Foundation?
Don't worry, we've gone through your documents and we've seen that you had served the Foundation 22 years ago. Can you tell me what happened to you?
22 years ago? Oh, damn. That's right. The portal. Am I really? I told the doctor the story of Object 303 and how I jumped into the portal and, apparently, how the thunderstorm must have yanked me into the future.
Goodness, you've been through a lot. Get some rest. You'll be asked to answer a lot of questions later.
Wait,
Oh my God.
what about the man behind the door? I didn't bring him into the base, did I?
Goodness, you've been through a lot. Get some rest. You'll be asked to answer a lot of questions later.
Glad to hear it. Would I be able to take a bath? I'm already having a hard time breathing.
What are you talking about?
Well, these gills aren't gonna clean themselves. Come on, Doc. I really need to get into the water or
What?
I'll suffocate.
Oh my god.
Jesus, you have gills!
Wait, you don't? Oh, God. I understand now. Just like Barney Hook, I moved not only through time, but into a parallel universe. Seriously, though, I could die.
I'll get someone to help.
That's why they were in baths. Oh my god. No, I think that's why they were in baths. And that's how they made the goddamn excuse. They were in baths the entire time.
I'm still standing that I'm pretty sure that was not the real reason. They just added the gill, so it's like, see, we're not perverts, see?
Yeah.
What are you waiting for? What's wrong?
The man behind the door.
I can't get out. There's someone standing outside the door.
Anyways. Alright. So onto the rubric. For a Nubians, this is probably your first time. For the rubric, we have a removal of character size license, 4 being the worst, and 0 being not bad at all. Okay, so we have removal of character size license, added gore or violence, clickbait thumbnail, deviates from the plot of the article, and only men in the video / offensiveness. Alright, so anyways, after a good description, removal of character size, they removed everything.
Yeah, they removed every character.
Yeah.
They even technically removed the SCP. They literally took the brown out of him.
So yeah, added gore or violence. Somehow they did.
4. Also, don't you love it how they not just removed the brown from his skin, but they made it look like flesh?
Yeah. Anyways, deviates from the plot of the article.
4.
Yes. And not even gonna say anything for offensiveness.